This is That Talking Podcast. I'm JJ Starr.
And I'm Downtown Andy.
Welcome. We're here to talk and bring some civil discourse to an otherwise discordant world. How you doing?
I'm on the mend.
You're on the mend.
How are you?
I'm also on the mend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had a rough week, didn't you?
It was a really lousy week. Yes.
I don't know how in depth you want to get about it.
Well, I mean, okay, so I am autoimmune. I've been chasing a specific diagnosis for about 8 years now, but I probably actually more like closer to 16. Because 16 years ago was when I was in the hospital, and they were like, oh, it's because you're on the pill that I like almost stroked out with, like all of whatever. But I had an episode this week. I want to call it a flare, but honestly it felt more like an episode because like my joints stopped working.
Ooh.
Like it became very difficult to walk, and I started walking with your walking stick. And
my trusty stick.
And since then I have actually ordered myself a cane that is to my height.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, to my height, because this walking stick of yours is like 8 inches too tall for me.
What can I say?
Just in case. And, I have doctor's appointment at the end of the month, right before Thanksgiving, and fingers crossed that, maybe this will be a fun story to tell them when, they say, well, your joints don't look swollen.
Fingers crossed.
Oh, God.
Well, for the uninitiated, we have 3 simple rules here at That Talking Podcast.
Yes, 3 simple rules for the sake of civility.
Hit it with it.
No judgment.
Nothing.
Yeah.
No, you were right.
No, I got it. No judge. No judgment. Nothing personal. And
don't be that dick.
Don't be the dick. Oh, don't be the dick. What do you want to talk about?
We have nothing prepared for this one.
We're
this
just
one's off the cuff.
Yeah, flying by the seat of our pants right now. Yeah. It was weird going back to work. And I feel like we just sort of
There's our topic right there.
Towed the water, really. Didn't really dive face first back into work, just kind of, because we kept getting sick.
It's funny with the way that my coworkers talk about people who are absent on any given day.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder how I'm talked about when I'm not there. I couldn't really care less, but it's just if they're that vicious when somebody's out, it's just the things that must be said about me.
Oh, I'm sure.
And it's I can only imagine for the 2 weeks I was out, it's just he doesn't really have shingles. What the fuck is shingles? He doesn't know anything. And it's this is very painful.
Yeah.
They know me well enough to the point where I don't call out unless I'm actually ill.
Yeah.
Well,
that's the same thing with me. I randomly missed a day, and I did not go to work on Wednesday because I flared on Tuesday, and then I took Wednesday off, and then I had Thursday off. So I had, the middle of the week, and I know that no one will talk shit about me because I don't call out. So, it's I know that no one will talk shit about me, but I feel like everyone thought I was dead.
I have been holding my armpit like Napoleon.
Yes, you have.
For 3 weeks.
Yes, you have.
That and just stretching out, full on, laying down flat. The only relief I can get. And
it's a tough one. It's a tough one.
I'm
it's
amazed
a slow recovery.
That I have the stamina to even perform.
I don't know if you do have the stamina to perform, because you are like me. I have a very high threshold for pain because I'm in pain every day. Mm-hmm. So it's not that, on my good days I'm in no pain. I just push through it, and I think that you just push through it
for the most part.
Because you did
whiskey helps.
You did bow out of a show at the beginning of this, didn't you? Didn't you not go to a show, or did you go to that show?
It was the night of.
You were diagnosed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to that show.
And you went to that show, and then you went to the
I had just started
the following week, though, right?
I had just started the antivirals that day.
Yeah.
And I was nobody come near me, nobody touch me, and I powered through that.
When I had shingles, my biggest thing was, please tell me that everyone has had chicken pox. Because I was absolutely that was my biggest thing when I had shingles, was I was absolutely terrified of giving, any of these people who had never had chicken pox, adult chicken pox. I'm I will not be held responsible for that.
But we were in Providence last night, and that was a lot of fun. I mean, it's more of a as of late sort of deal where it's getting me out of the house is the trick, you know?
Yeah.
Like, once I'm out of the house, I say it all the time. I'll go anywhere. I'll do anything. Like, I love long road trips and everything. But the actual getting up and getting out and doing it, like, that's... I dread it until I'm doing it.
I think my least favorite part of a road trip is being in the car.
See, that's...
I think in my old age, I've gotten over it. And I can tell you exactly when I got over it, too. Was in 2019, when we made several car trips from Columbus, Ohio to Oshkosh, Wisconsin, and vice versa.
Well, like, Rhodey and I were talking about this last night because, you know, I've known Rhodey for 20-something years now. I've known Nick and James for 20-something years. We're all roughly around the same age. So, and we never run out of things to talk about, ever. Versus being in The Strangers, where Rhodey and I are so much younger than Rob. Well, not so much Rob, but Kyle, Tom.
Yeah. When
it was Two-Fisted Law, younger than Jim, Ricky, Dave, all of them. So there's less to talk about. You know, there's that generational gap. You know, but I mean, we again, like, you know, Rhodey and I have been going on road trips, whether it be band related or not, forever, and we never run out of things to talk about.
Yeah.
So, you know, it was definitely a lively ride.
Well, that's good.
We accidentally ended up at the McDonald's in Norwich on the way there.
You accidentally
ended
up there?
I was like, next time...
Seems like a specific destination.
I was like, next time you see like an easy on, easy off, can you pull over so I can take a leak? And he pulls off at the first exit he sees right after I said that. Turns out it ends up being Norwich. And when we did the show at Strange Brew Pub, we stopped at that McDonald's to piss and get food on the way home.
Yeah.
And as we got off the highway, we're looking at it, we're just like, why does this look familiar? Oh yeah, that's the Bank of America ATM drive-through where he pulled in for me to take a leak.
You took a leak at the ATM drive-through?
No.
Whoa.
I mean, the dining room at McDonald's wasn't open at, you know, whatever time we got there.
Let me tell you, I mean, I've done so many late night gigs and driving home from New Jersey and Maryland and Rhode Island and Vermont and everything like that. I have done some unspeakable things on the side of the road, particularly the Garden State Parkway. I would be absolutely amazed if I'm still allowed on that road.
You know, I can't think about Providence without thinking about the first time I ever played there, which was the last day of Upstart 2015.
Okay.
Brenton had filled in on bass for us, so it was me, Kyle, Tom, and Brenton. And right before we left the firehouse, what was it? Tom, right there on the sidewalk with the van door open, just starts taking a leak.
Sure.
No shame whatsoever. We stopped at the first fast food place that we saw, and while we're at the window, not where we take the order, at the window picking up our food, Brenton just hops out and just starts taking a piss right there.
Were any of them sober?
None of us were sober.
There you go. That explains it.
That was my first experience in Providence of all, you know, and I'm surprised I've been allowed back.
Ha ha!
Last time I was there, back in May, I get into town and get right into an accident as soon as I get there.
Yep.
Get rear-ended at a red light.
Yep.
But no, Providence is nice. I like the drive is nice. You know.
My experience with Providence is that I have worked there around I had worked there when I was still merching. There was Monster Jam in Rhode Island that I would work merch for around my birthday every year. So I was always in Providence for my birthday. And the last time I was there was in 2020. It was my birthday, January 31st, 2020, and we'd gotten in, and I think it was the second night we were there, and everybody took me out to dinner, and we went to this really nice restaurant, and I had this most amazing fucking meal, and they brought me a little bottle of Prosecco for myself, yay, which I proceeded to drink very quickly, and needless to say, and apparently what must have been louder than I thought it was, I got tipsy and was adamant that our waiter was the spitting image of Chris Helmsworth. So I was just referring to him as Thor all night. That was...
Did you play with his Mjolnir?
But I tried to.
Gross.
I was single. Leave me alone.
All right.
But, yeah, so that was the last time I was in Providence.
Did you pay the gas bill? Did you realize what you've done?
It was a good time, though. That was I do remember that meal. I don't remember the restaurant, but I remember that meal. That was a good time. I've never had a bad time in Providence, per se.
I got caught in Providence once.
You got caught?
Oh,
what does that mean?
That's the name of that show, I think. The famous judge, the one who's like really nice, who always like gives people a break. I think the name of his show is called Caught in Providence.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
What, like the People's Court kind of a thing?
Oh yeah.
God.
I'd love to go in front of that guy.
Well,
he's fighting cancer right now, so he's retired and trying to enjoy old age. But
Judge Judy's still around. Can always go on Judge Judy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be picking my mouth. I have like
they wouldn't know that.
I know, I'm telling you. I have a blister that like popped and now I just have like this loose skin in my
You guys
mouth.
can clearly tell we got nothing for that. The election's over.
Thank God.
All over and done with.
Thank God.
Go get bent. Get fucked.
We haven't talked about it mostly because I don't care.
There's nothing to talk about.
Yeah, I don't care.
Life goes on.
Exactly. It's over. The text messages and emails have stopped, so I'm happy.
Here's the thing that baffles me is the fact that you have people out there that are just like, the suicide prevention hotline is open, the self-harm hotline is open. It's like, shut the fuck up. Really?
I mean,
go get fucked.
I feel like it's like a 6 degrees of separation kind of a thing because it's not a direct relation, it's not directly relevant.
This
and
was
everything,
never
but
a thing before, though.
Everyone takes it very seriously, and I get shunned. I get shunned still to this day for not taking it more seriously.
Everyone I talk to about this says the same thing. It's like anybody that was contemplating anything along those lines was probably going to do it anyway. So it's just like, if you're that fragile, like, you need more serious help.
Yes.
Like, not that I don't want those people to get the help that they need, but come on.
It's the time, and
grow up.
It's upset me because I do see a lot of, and I got very upset the other night when I sort of went on a very short but poignant tirade about hypocrisy, and and we've talked about hypocrisy on here before.
Yes.
Yeah, to ad nauseum, and but like it's one of those things
double standards.
Double standards and everything, and just the things that I see going into the election, the things coming out of the election, and it's depressing to me. It's truly depressing to me because there is people just hate each other. And they want a reason to hate each other. They want a reason to keep this argument going.
Yeah, because
it's just very depressing to me.
It leads to headlines and newspaper and article sales and all sorts of. I mean, it keeps the world going round, and that is why the sensationalism, in my opinion, exists. It's to incur revenue. On certain people's points.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's just it. It's the same thing that we say about why, war continues and everything, because it's profitable.
While we're on the subject of hypocrisy, you hear people going back and forth on the whole president controls this, president doesn't control that, usually referencing gas prices, grocery prices, things like that and whatnot. And it's just like, ever since like the home stretch of the election, I keep hearing, when Trump started talking about tariffs, tariff this, tariff that, I started hearing people just say, oh, wait until that thing that you like gets more expensive because of the tariffs that he imposes and whatnot. And it's like, okay, so in one breath, you're going to say the president doesn't control gas prices or grocery prices, but in the next, you're going to say that his tariffs are going to make imports more expensive. Okay, you can't have it both ways.
Well, everyone also wants to say that either one side, if one party's president, does this, but the other party's president would never do that, and it's like they all do it. They all fucking do.
I asked Henry this morning. I'm just like, do you know who Donald Trump is? He's like, no. I was like, your mother didn't talk about him. Your teacher didn't talk about him. He's like, no. I was like, do you know what the president is? He's like, no. And if he's telling the truth, I'm very happy because that means that they're not interjecting politics into his first grade classroom.
I mean, that's good.
It's good.
He'll learn what the president does.
But 8 years ago, that wasn't the case because, again, as I've said on the podcast before, Oliver said to me, he goes, "My teacher says Donald Trump's a bad man." I'm like, your teacher shouldn't be talking about Donald Trump in your first grade classroom.
No, he shouldn't be. No, and that's just it. Is that everything's gonna be a perspective, and it's just been very depressing to me to see all of this, and it really does make me not want to talk to people. But I talk to you.
I don't even have it in me. Like, you saw me when I was reading my brother's novel about everything going on. It's like, he's entitled to his opinion, he's entitled to his position. You know, I would hope that he believes that I'm entitled to mine as well.
That's right there, is that everyone has to just allow for difference of opinion, because otherwise you can't say, you can't preach pluralism without believing in it. And I feel like that's the greatest hypocrisy that the last, I would say probably the last 8, maybe even 10 years has taught me that that's the greatest hypocrisy that people live by these days, is that everyone wants to preach inclusivity and pluralism and everything like that, and they're all liars.
I looked at Obama's presidency with a glasses half full perspective. I had to, I actually wanted to seek that out. And I tried with Biden, but I mean, you know, there's no glasses half full aspects that I can genuinely speak of. And
that's fine.
My opinion, not my opinion. I said it was a fact on my Facebook post, but my opinion really is that the last 4 years is what led to this. That's all I'm going to say about it. It's just like,
and that's fine.
Enough people got fed up to the point where they spoke. Trump won the Electoral College. He won the popular vote. We got the House, the Senate. Not we, but like.
You could ask me. I've been a grown-ass adult for the last 4 years. And if you ask me, you know, like, what has come out of the last 4 years, I would tell you I got married. I couldn't tell you a single thing that happened universally with regards to American politics that have influenced me, good or bad, in the last 4 years. I do not know.
I mean, I've seen a lot of people, you know...
My memory is shot, but I truly don't remember anything.
When questioned what are Harris's accomplishments, they can't say anything. It's like, you wanted to vote for this person who has nothing to speak of?
Well, I've asked people to tell me what she stands for, and they can't tell me that either. So I was
But she's not Satan, so we have to put her in office. She's not Hitler.
Is there proof of that?
Here's the thing that really got me was the fact that in their interviews they were saying how Hitlerian Trump was, you know, how like Hitler he was, how he liked Hitler's general, like all these off the cuff remarks that he made that they took out of context and tried to use against him as a tactic, and then they go on television and say, I called him to congratulate him and we're going to aid with the peaceful transition of power. It's just like, then why the badgering? Why?
It's a game.
It's so stupid, though.
Yes, it is stupid.
Do they not realize how more people would benefit if there was a collective effort at working towards furthering the American agenda?
Well, I remember when she was announced that she was going to be Biden's running mate. And I remember a whole lot of people being real cheesed off about that.
She accused him.
They were real pissed off about that she was going to be the vice president.
In the 2020 primary, and this is on record, she accused him of being a segregationist.
Who?
Harris accused Biden of being responsible for policies that made it so that she couldn't be bused to a certain school or something like that.
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact that the man himself has a history of plagiarism, and she was adopting that herself.
Well, anyway, before we go too deep, because it makes my back hurt. This whole thing. This is a fresh example because it's so recent.
Yeah. But you and all of my friends full well know how I absolutely abhor hypocrisy of any kind.
I know it.
I have tried my absolute best in my adult life to not engage in it myself. Mm-hmm. Now, I've been guilty of it at times, absolutely, and I'll admit that, but it grinds my gears.
Chaps your nads, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Same. And that's why, you know, and it's, and I want so badly to be able to talk about these things, but honestly, it's just exhausting at this point. Yeah. It's absolutely draining. And I'm glad that honestly, like, I know that when I walk into work, it's not there. It's really not there. It's the first time that I've worked in an environment where people actually keep their opinions to themselves, which is really kind of nice. Because I don't like being put in a position where I feel that I have to explain myself, because I do not feel beholden to any human being. I do not believe one iota that anyone is entitled to an explanation of me. No one is entitled to an explanation or a detailed understanding of the type of person that I am. If you don't get it, then you don't get it. And I'm not going to take the time to walk you through me.
I mean, if we're speaking absolutely honestly, whenever arguments ensue amongst people don't generally have all the facts about any given topic on hand.
No, they have their opinions about it.
But they, a lot of times, like when we've had disagreements, we've challenged each other to give examples, and we don't have everything at the tip of our tongue.
Correct.
It would be ridiculous to expect that of each other,
I don't want to be in a situation, and I don't want it to become a trend, and I do worry a little bit that it is going to become like the standard going forward, that after, in 2028, when this is behind us, because...
When Trump is behind us.
Well, I mean, not just that, but it's like Donald Trump will not be able to be president again after this, Who knows what 2028 is going to fucking look like, because without him in the race, who will be next? What will that look like, kind of a thing?
J.D. Vance versus Gavin Newsom.
Probably. But I think about that, and I wonder a little bit about, I kind of spaced a little bit.
Let's get off politics.
Yeah, because I feel like we're gonna go down a rabbit hole, and we're gonna fall, and we're gonna crack our crowns open.
It's funny. Some of the guys at work were just like, "When are you gonna do politics too? Like, when are you gonna do the follow up?" And I'm like, "Our podcast is not solely about politics.
No,
like,
God, no.
I wanted to at least just get the one in, And I guess this counts as our follow up. This lasts 10 minutes, but we're deeper than that.
I mean, that's just it. Is people who make this there, and that's just it. That's what I'm seeing the most of. And I remember seeing it 8 years ago. I remember seeing it 4 years ago, and I'm seeing it now. That if you vote one way or another, you are against me. You are for this. You are this type of person, and I need to not know you anymore. And it's just like, I cannot believe that there are so many people out there who place so much stock in one aspect of a person's personality or ideology.
This all started...
That is horrendous
in 2012, because everybody said to me, if you're voting for Romney, that means you're voting against women's rights.
You know that I actually forgot that Mitt Romney was the Republican candidate in 2012.
He didn't make enough of a impact.
I literally forgot who it was. I also had to ask Siri who Bill Clinton's vice president was yesterday.
Really?
I completely fucking forgot. I completely forgot. And I was
Your
like...
pal Al.
I literally forgot. But yeah, no,
Where is he anyway?
That's a good question. But I cannot believe that so many people are placing, all of their eggs in the basket of one aspect of someone's personality or ideology. It's like, if I were to say, well, if you believe in one true Judeo-Christian God, then you don't support me as a pagan and stuff like that. Don't talk to me. It's like, what? What? What kind of fucking idiot would I be if I went around saying that? But it's okay to say that about someone's political aspects, about something that belongs to them and only them, something that is so private that no one is allowed to know about it.
Everyone seems to lump, everyone in the same category now. It's just like, not every Republican is an evangelical. No. But everyone seems to think that now because of the...
and vice versa.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just it. I mean, again, like I've told you, I remember people in 2000, when I registered to vote, and people are like, how could you register Republican? You're a woman.
So?
I'm like, what? I'm like, I beg your pardon?
There's a lot of female Republicans.
I'm like, the only reason why I registered Republican when I turned 18 is because I hate the government.
It's really fun. I was
listening to
a podcast where they're talking about this. Trump did worse with white people and way better with all the minority demographics.
Yeah. People are probably just, I mean, this is just the fluctuation. This is your standard flux that, we didn't get what we want with this side. Now let's go back to this side and we'll see what happens with that side. And if we don't get it with this side, we're just going to go back to the other side anyway. And it's going to swing back and forth for the rest of eternity.
I have been genuinely frustrated. This is me speaking honestly. I've been genuinely frustrated for the last 4 years as I've watched things literally just go down the tubes.
Yeah.
Things have gotten more difficult. Things have gotten harder. My wallet has been hit. My mental well-being has been hit. I'm not calling the suicide hotline, but it's been very difficult to swallow this pill for 4 years. And it's just like, when are we going to catch a fucking break? Like, seriously, when is somebody going to stop crying about issues that matter way less than the ones we're ignoring?
I mean, that's just it. The most rational things that I've seen post-election is, thankfully it's over. Now can we please get the economy back on track? Mm-hmm. Like, that's it. That's end of meeting. Like, literally, that is it. And that's the most rational thing. That's the most rational thing that I've seen. Everyone else is very upset everyone is either very upset or very, I don't even want to say gloaty, because I haven't seen any gloating. I personally have not seen any gloating. I'm sure it's out there somewhere, but, like, I don't care. You know what I do when I see something like that on Facebook? I scroll right past it because I have all the power I need in one little finger that just says, I don't have to read this, and I flick it away. Tinder style, swipe left, doesn't have to be in front of my face. And I think that that's all the power we need,
and
America.
On that note, we are going to Tinder swipe right past this subject. Finally, as we said we were going to do.
You know where...
No.
You know where this has come up also? Recently. And we're not going to bring it back to politics specifically, but when we were at Oakdale to see Alkaline Trio, we were all standing around outside and we were talking about stuff. And I said to Casey that I didn't think Idiocracy was all that. And he told Ricky that I said that, and Ricky looked me dead in the eye and said, "Go fuck yourself."
What?
Oh, yeah. And I was like, I'm not saying that it's a bad movie or anything. I'm just saying
it's a
that...
movie.
Oh, yeah, no, it's a movie.
Oh.
Like, I'm not saying it's a bad movie, but I've seen it, and I truly never have to see it again. Like, but... The fact that someone would take it that seriously...
I'm sure he was
like,
just...
That hurt my feelings. That really hurt my feelings. I was like, oh, apparently I answered wrong.
So what? We're at the age, at the point in our lives now where those things are so insignificant. They're so...
But they're not. That's
inconsequential.
That's the wild thing about it, though, is that, like, I know plenty of people who, like, if you tell them, like, this is not personal... Rule number 2, baby. But literally, like, if I said, I don't like Family Guy, I don't think it's that funny.
Okay, I wouldn't take a personal offense
There
to
are
that.
people, are people who literally are just like, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh my God, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's just like, oh my God.
Perfect example. Jonah's been giving me that speech over South Park for the last 20 years. I haven't kept up with South Park since the movie came out.
Same.
The movie came out, saw it, thought it was funny.
And that was the end of it.
And every episode after that was kind of like, it's just more of the same. It's the same brand of humor, and it just doesn't appeal to me anymore.
Yes.
You know? It was fun when we're trying to, hide that we're watching it from our parents.
Yeah.
But,
when you're watching it post 10 p.m. and they don't bleep anything
He's
anymore.
now a 37-year-old man still hiding the fact that he's watching it from his mother or whoever.
I like the fact that people take any of this stuff that seriously to the point of, like, being insulted, taking a personal affront to the idea that you don't agree with them about something so menial.
Listen.
So fucking menial.
I took a personal offense to not being able to watch The Simpsons with Oliver when he was little because
That's just stupid.
His mother thought it was stupid. She didn't want him watching The Simpsons, Family Guy, SpongeBob, any of that stuff.
You still...
What?
You judge about SpongeBob.
I personally don't like it.
And that's perfectly fine.
I don't criticize anyone who watches it, though.
I would beg to differ.
I didn't criticize anybody who watches Frozen. I didn't criticize anybody who watches Game of Thrones. Like, it's just not my thing.
There have been moments where, like, we'll be on Paramount and stuff, and, like, a SpongeBob commercial will come on, and you have said something along the lines of,
it's a little
oh my
silly,
God, we're not watching this, right? And
like, the
it's
fact
just
that I have to walk into Wendy's now and there's ads for Krabby Patty, like, real Krabby Patties.
But, like, at the same time, like, you know, if you put on Family Guy, and I'm like, all right.
Because the older episodes still appeal to me. Like, when I need a good laugh, you know, or a good chuckle, like, I need a Jew.
And I feel that way about the old SpongeBob episodes.
And that's perfectly fine.
So, you know,
But,
I mean,
you know,
it's just
now
one of
my
those
troubles
things.
are all through.
Enough. Finish it.
Jew.
And scene. But that's just it, you know, is that people put so much stock in that shit. Why? They do it with everything, though. And I feel like this isn't new. I feel like someone's, like, vote is the new thing. Like, you know, you don't, how can you say you don't like Taking Back Sunday? You don't like My Chem? What's wrong with you? It's like...
I'll tell you why I don't like Taking Back Sunday.
I'll tell you why I don't like My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
Probably the same reason.
Well, Aaron wouldn't get me backstage, so fuck him.
But it's just so stupid. I can't believe that people, I don't know, like, who do you think that there are people out there who truly don't judge other people?
Yeah. Well, no, everyone
like
judges.
Really?
No,
like really?
everyone, whether it be out in the open or silently, judges to some degree. We have to. It's a double standard that you have to own because there's no way it can't be true.
Do you think that more people...
Or can't not be true.
Do you think that, for the most part, most people nowadays judge on superficial nonsense?
Of course. Absolutely. All
like,
the time.
as opposed to deeper ideas.
I mean, I judge my coworkers every day on the simplicity of the mistakes that they make. It's just like, hey, there's a giant green card in this box that says vacant. Don't put mail in it. Why the fuck would you? Like, the stupidity of it just pisses me off.
But, like, do you think that more people will judge another person based on, like, their taste in shoes as opposed to, like, you know, their ideology?
So, like, Rhodey, for example, is really into...
Are we talking about Rhodey's shoes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rhodey is really into, I guess, men's fashion.
Okay.
Like, he likes collecting, like, nice clothes, nice shoes. Nice. You know, he likes dressing to the nines when he goes out and does stuff and everything. Cool. Now, that's his thing. Like, more power to him. Like, if that's what you're into...
Sure.
You know? I would never judge... I mean, he's my friend. I've known him for, you know, a long time. Like, if that's what you like... I just keep hitting myself. Like, you know, it's not my thing. Like, I don't... Like, I literally, when I buy clothes, I buy, like, 18 of the same thing because if it's comfortable, I'm going to want to wear it more than once, you know?
Yeah, I'm actually really upset because the leggings that I got like 2 years ago are no longer available.
Oh.
And I'm really upset about it.
See, that's why I buy multiple. Like,
I should have. I'm really, truly upset about it.
Like, the charcoal V-neck that I'm wearing right now, I was gifted this, and then I'm like, when this inevitably wears out, this was so comfortable when I first got it, I have to find these. And I went immediately to eBay because there was no store that had them, and I ordered a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
You know? Same thing with my jeans. Like, I got extra pairs of these black jeans, extra pair of the blue Lee jeans that I wear, because when something's really nice, you know... I remember, I've told you the story about my Hot Topic jeans back when I worked there in high school, and I had them, and then they wore out, and then they stopped selling that brand, and it's just, but they were so nice, and, you know, so now I've gotten in the habit of...
Yeah, I had a pair
planning for the future.
I had a pair of, like, destroyed bootleg low-rise jeans from Hollister from, like, 2004. And when I started wearing mid-rise and high-rise jeans, I got rid of them. And now they don't make them anymore because that style is not in style anymore. Like, nobody makes low-rise jeans anymore now. So I'll never have that recipe again.
You want to talk about people judging?
Yeah.
Like unfairly judging?
Tell me.
People have been giving me shit about having a trike for as long as I've had one.
Like people who have bikes or people...
Some, but they understand it. They get it.
Yeah.
You know, the ones who ride actually get it. More so the people that don't ride at all.
What are they judging you on?
The fact that it's 3 wheels instead of 2.
Who cares?
Now, I don't have to explain myself to anyone.
The fuck does it matter to them?
But in getting a trike, it was in preparation for a time where it's going to inevitably be difficult to ride 2 wheels.
Yes.
In addition to all the other reasons that I had for getting one. First of all, I had to ride a 2-wheel to take the test. There were no trikes on hand. Mm-hmm. We were riding these beat up, 250, like they were all dinged and dented, these 250s, Honda what,
whatever,
Rebel or whatever it was. So I had to take the test with a 2-wheel. So obviously I can ride one, but my thing is I don't want to. There's too much to be focused on when you're out, even just driving a car. I don't want one more thing to have to worry about, and that's, balancing.
And that's perfectly fine.
Or leaning.
But
or
what is their gripe?
The gripe is that it makes me appear to be, less capable by needing a third wheel. And it's like...
To who?
To people who obviously have no business riding a motorcycle. Like, I don't care one way or another, but again, I know that a time is inevitably going to come...
Yeah.
Where I don't have the balance, I don't have the hand-eye coordination. I'm already losing some of my faculties now. Like, so I'm prepping for the future where I can still ride, I can still enjoy the experience of riding, and that's it. I don't have to worry about balancing or leaning. I can just sit there and just have the wind in my face and enjoy it. And, I have a wider back end, which makes it more visible, because I've heard a million horror stories from people about getting rear-ended at stoplights.
Yeah.
Getting pushed through stoplights.
I know all about having a wider back end, so I can tell you it works great.
Like friends of mine who ride have said they've been pushed through red lights because the person behind them didn't see them.
Yeah.
It's like, how the fuck do you not see them?
I don't know.
And just within the last 2 days, I can't tell you how many people that I've seen driving by me with their faces in their phones. It's like, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be illegal. And, like 10, 15 years ago, there was all these ad campaigns about like cops would be like, you text and drive, you're going to get pulled over. I don't see cops pulling anybody over.
Where is your trike?
I don't know. It's supposed to be.
Is it still in triage? Like, where, are they working on it? Have they gotten the parts yet?
One of my customers said he had just been in there, and he's like, I didn't see yours in there.
They sell it. They sell it out from
I swear to God.
Oh, we gotta get that back. We gotta get that back. Get me a full face helmet, and then we'll go riding in the dead of winter to make up for the last 2 months where we haven't been able to go out.
I got a lawyer with a lot of vowels in her last name. So.
Oh, man. Last week's episode was a double dose of the kitchen sink, which I thought was clever because we really did just sort of get into it all and everything, and realizing that this is the third dose because we really just sort of went off on a whole lot of stuff.
And like I said last week, this is how our conversations usually go. Like, typically when I say, like, oh, we should be recording this, and we ever end up not recording the good conversations, we just foam at the mouth. I feel
like the last couple of weeks we've just been so fucking tired. I feel like this exemplifies the train of thought these days, because it really is kind of just garbled, at least in my brain.
Between
I'm
being
very
sick,
I'm
getting
very
ready for the
all
tattoo
over the
show,
place.
getting ready for band shows, getting ready for vacation and making plans and making sure everything's in order,
and then getting back on track,
planning
and
for
back
the
to reality
anniversary,
and everything.
getting the cakes and the pies, and you planning for my friends to be there and everything. Like,
It's been a wild few weeks.
We bombard ourselves with a lot more than we really can handle. But
we're gonna get back onto it. We're gonna get back into it and onto it, and This is a good talk. It's a good little...
I mean, I could keep going, but, it's about that time to call it.
Well, thank you for listening to that talking podcast.
It's time for birthday cake.
It is time for birthday cake.
Craig.
See? There it goes. I stroke out.
The boy's going to be 7 on Tuesday.
Yeah, so we gotta go do cake.
My baby boy is
going to
going
do
to be
cake,
7.
so long as he's still awake down there. And, but yes, thank you for listening to That Talking Podcast. We've had a blast having you here. If you go to our website, thattalkingpodcast.buzzsprout.com, you can send us a text message. Please do. Let us know how we're doing. Tell all your friends about us, and let us know questions, comments, ideas for future conversations, so that maybe we don't all turn out like this. And this coming week, holy shit, Friday, November 15th, and then 16th and 17th, the Westchester Blood and Ink Tattoo and Horror Convention in White Plains, New York. I'm so fucking excited. I think I'm ready.
I'll be excited when it's over.
I'll be excited when it's over, too.
Because then I get my wife back.
It'll be really wild to, wake up on my first day off after that will be next Tuesday, and I have plans to do absolutely nothing. Literally not a goddamn thing.
I'm off next Tuesday.
Oh! That is so awesome. This is going to be good times. I'm very excited. But yeah, stop by Find Love Hard Art on Instagram. You can find us on Instagram too, DT Andy and JJ Star with 2 R's. But yeah, come through, buy my shit. I have so much fun stuff. I'm excited because I really am proud of a lot of all the stuff that I'm putting out this year. And I'm really excited to see if people like it, because it's been 5 years since we did this show. And this is the first one back, and it's going to be a whole new crowd, whole new ball game. And
as soon as we cut this, you're going to go right back to work.
Yeah, well, I have just a few more loose ends to tie up, because I only have a couple more days to get ready for it. And again, I think I'm ready. We'll find out on Friday morning when we get an hour and a half away, and I realize I forgot something.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
We didn't forget anything when we went to the Mohegan one, so
No, we really didn't. But I feel more prepared, better prepared for this one. I feel like that was my dry run, and now this is the real one. So yeah, come through. Do you have anything to plug?
She just kicked me.
She does that. She does that. She donkey kicks.
I spent most of this podcast rubbing your belly, and this is the thanks I get?
She's like, keep rubbing, daddy. Do you have anything to plug? You have anything coming up?
Tax collectors are taking a break. We're going to get some stuff on tape. And The Strangers, we have a show at Cherry Street in December. I don't remember when that is, but that's just support for somebody.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah, as we get closer, I'll announce that. But we're also getting ready to record, too. I keep telling them, we need to take a break. We need to stop booking, and we need to get something down so we can
start
put music
writing
out there. The Strangers have been sitting on new songs for 2 years now.
Yeah. You gotta get recording that shit.
I still have the initial, basement recordings, and they're all dated, so they're all at least 2 years old. It's time to get in the studio.
So stay tuned, everybody, and, thank you, Andy, for our theme song, Lee Geed.
Thank you for working as hard as you do. I don't know how you...
I'm real tired.
Yeah.
I'm just real tired.
From the 3 of us at That Talking Podcast.
I'm JJ Star.
I'm Downtown Andy.
And we'll talk to you later.